let's start with the defending NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks. And I will say this to spit some truth. I'll be very honest with them finishing where they finished in the Eastern Conference standings, with everybody figuring out how they won last year and maybe not giving them as much credit. It's kind of like Giannis and everyone else, right? And I know Chris Middleton was the Robin to his Batman and Jrue Holiday, and they won the championship. But for some reason, it's left a lot of people wanting more from the Bucks. And the regular season did not look like a champ that was ready to put their stamp on another season and the league when you go back to back. Okay. And then Middleton gets hurt, and it's like, oh, well, that's the way that one went. The general sense of things.
Yeah, nice run.
And, there is a difference when you're a champion in the NBA between winning one, winning two, and going back to back and putting your stamp on things where there isn't just invincibility. The sense of you are not only just invincible, but your invincibility is inevitable as well. We've seen that on occasion, certainly in my lifetime. The Bulls were invincible, and then it was just like, okay, it's inevitable. This is going to happen. It's happening again. Here we go. And we saw that, I think, from the Warriors in the Steph, Draymond, Clay, and then Durant coming in era. It just felt not only invincible, just inevitable. And we felt that sometimes going into some playoffs, well, nobody's going to beat this team. I'm sure I'm missing some cases of that. And the Bucks phrase of fear the deer. Does anybody really fear the deer? Does anybody literally in the NBA fear the deer? They may fear Giannis. But not last year on the free throw line. Didn't fear him. May not fear his mid-range shooting or three-point shooting. They certainly fear him when he's face up on you. That's when you certainly fear him. But last night's win in Boston, for the first time, you're beginning to see the stamp of this team or the formation of it, that you should fear this team because they're going to come up with a way to beat you. They're not just going to cough up their title because of injury or a poor seed due to a regular season that didn't go as top seed planned. You're going to have to take it from them. You're going to have to take this championship from the Bucks. That's what last night's win kind of felt like to me. When Jrue Holiday's like, okay, defensive player of the year, Marcus Smart, I'm going to pick your pocket twice to wrap this thing up. We're going to come back in the fourth quarter. We're not going to miss a three-point shot. We're going to do to you kind of what you did to us in game 4. We're going to do it. We're going to do it in your house, and we're going to go back to our house, and we're going to win. And the sense of inevitability is already there when you hear the narrative, with all due respect to you, sir, TJ, in Philadelphia and in Miami, that this is the NBA championship for the Eastern Conference right here. This is it. The winner of this series is going to go to the championship round. Now, obviously, there's no bye. They're going to have to play either Philadelphia or most likely Miami, with all due respect. But you're beginning to feel like these are the times, these are the moments where, okay, we're down 10 with a few minutes to go. We're going to win. Okay, we're down 10 with a few minutes to go. Now we're not only coming back, but now we're taking the lead on you, and you can't even get a darn shot off. That's the sort of stuff I saw last night. Oh, and by the way, Giannis is the one who scored 40 on the best defensive team potentially left in this playoffs, if not the league, with the defensive player of the year having his pocket picked twice. Obviously, we need to see what happens in Game 6 and beyond, and anything can happen in Eastern Conference Finals should the Bucks gain it. And then the NBA championship. It could be a rematch of last year. It's entirely possible. But maybe we should start fearing the deer a little bit. There's not a lead that's safe. There's not a moment where anybody like Bobby Portis can have a putback. There's no moment where Jrue Holiday's not going to just say, I'm a champion, by the way. You're going to have to take this from me. I'm coming to your house, and I'm going to steal your soul. That's the way champions get forged and born, and back-to-back champions get forged and born. Maybe we started to see that a little bit last night. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.